That's the time that I wish that I got something just because I wanted to show off the way that girl showed off.
Walking. You like the way she is. And you said, let her show. She just enter, got and fall down.
There are times that the way you present things to your friends also spark jealousy.
Self-pity, watching it with envy, it will start to grow. And then you become a witchcraft, just like this lady.
Exactly. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode on the Truthandtalespodcast with your favorite host, Yemi and
Victoria.
Yes guys, we are excited to be back again, recording, filming, you know. We actually wanted to properly end the year. We're recording this video on the 30th, on the 30th, and by the time you guys see this video, it's probably going to be the new year in 2022. Right? You're probably going to watch it in the new year. So this is us, you know, apologizing for not ending the year properly with you guys. But, you know, we are starting off on the good note, on the proper notes, by wishing you guys Happy New Year. How was your celebration, or how is your celebration? I don't even know whether to use was or is now. Well, anyway, how are you guys doing? I hope you had a wonderful holiday, and we hope you guys are doing well and you've started your year on a strong note. Victoria, is there anything you want to wish them, you know, on this new year? Is there anything you want us to say to them before we go into... Before we go into our main
all right.
domain?
Okay, so Happy New Year, guys. It's so amazing and awesome that you guys are here alive and well. We give all glory to God, and we're really excited to start this new year with you guys. You know, we have to hit the ground running. So guys, see, in this new year, so that we will not correct.
Yes.
If you have not subscribed to this channel, if you know in your heart of hearts that you are listening, you are enjoying the conversation, I have not subscribed. See, you know, it's a new year. Just give us our new year gift today and subscribe to this channel, okay? So we have so many amazing.
We are showing up.
Yes, so we have so many amazing topics lined up, you know, for this year that we want to talk to you guys about. You know how it is now, our conversation and all, and we're really hoping that you know this year we can, you know, take this site to the permanent location. Okay, so please subscribe, and I will really hope that. You know, you keep coming, you keep enjoying our conversation, and you keep communicating with us also in the comment section. We just also want to say thank you guys so much for the support from last year. You guys were amazing. Like, you know, I mean, you guys really made this dream that myself and Yemi had. Just like, it was just a normal conversation. Oh, let's start this channel and all. And, you know, the responses, the feedback, you know, people sharing their stories and asking us to talk about them. You know, it shows your level of trust you have in us. And also how much you value our opinion. So we are so grateful to all of you, all your support, everyone that left a like, even you that watched but did not leave a like, did not comment. We see you, we thank you, and we appreciate you. And I pray that this year is going to be everything you envision it to be and more, in Jesus' name. Thank you, guys.
Amen. Yeah, that's it. So yes, thank you guys so much. And you can see we are showing up, we are coming, we are starting the year strong, you know. We're showing up for you guys, so just give us the gift as we're giving you the gift.
We're coming in hot,
you know. So yeah, thank you so much. So today we are going to start, we're going to officially start the year with an interesting conversation, something that we know a topic that we know that will be beneficial for everyone in the year, because as we always say, and as you guys know, if you've been following us from last year or from this year, you guys already know that every month we try to talk about friendship and relationships, you know. Yeah, we're going to start off the year with a conversation on friendship because it's an important aspect of our life, and it's something that we will all like get involved in the new year. So we want to start off in a way to better our relationship, our friendship relationship, and you know, just have a meaningful conversation around the topic. So today's truth is an interesting one. It's a very interesting one. I really love this particular truth, you know, because it's very educating and it's something that is really eye-opening. Like when we read the truth, we were like, no, we should talk about this, and we should, you know, encourage our people, share and whatever on this topic. So yes, I'm going to leave it to Victoria now. Victoria, please, please share the truth of the day, because I really, you know, I'm eager. Please, let's hear the truth for the day.
Okay. All right, guys, so let us get started. So this is a very long tale, and I'm not sure we'll be able to display it because, trust me, it's a very long story, but I'm going to try to read it as fast and clear as possible. Okay, so she said, in December last year, I met a guy at my cousin's party. I rejected him because he seemed broke, since he was wearing cheap clothes and flip-flops. Later, I saw him talking to my friend, and she accepted him on the same night. Later, he impregnated my friend, who already has 2 children at the age of 28. Even this first paragraph, we can literally do a whole video in this first paragraph. But anyways, let's go on. I found out in January that he has 2 businesses and is a civil engineer. He has 2 cars as well. I tried to go after him after he impregnated your friend. Now, wow. But he said that that was then and this is now. Basically, he didn't want me around anymore. I am his girlfriend's only best friend. So when he wanted to do a baby shower around June, he booked an expensive venue and asked me to organize it, since I know my friend very well, and he offered to pay me. I was hurt that my friend is now happy because I also heard that the guy was also planning to pay her bride price. I told my mom about it, and she told me not to worry about it. The following morning, my mom gave me 100% fruit juice and asked me to go drink it with my friend. After 3 days, my friend told me that she had lost her child at 6 months. The guy supported her, even took her from public to private hospital for the removal of the dead child. On discharge, the guy arranged cars to go to collect her. The guy was also there for the other 2 children who are not his. On weekends, always spending time with them. He bought them new clothes, and they were now the cheese boys, whatever that means. I only chose the expensive quotation for the baby shower, and the guy did not mind. But now, since the child was no more, he removed me from the project and paid me 12K. Then he planned to change from baby shower to an engagement party on the bride price day, which was set to be in September. He was there for my friend, even hired a private psychologist to help her deal with the loss of a child. What a sweet guy. Now, seeing my friend who has 2 children at the age of 28 really happy, really hurt me so much. To think that she was now going to get married and the guy was staying even though she had lost the child still hurts me. I told my mom about it. One morning, my mom woke me up around 3 a.m. and asked me to go to her room. To my surprise, I found another lady in my village in her room, naked, and they told me to bathe in some prepared red water. I did, and after they told me not to bathe until I have hugged my friend. This is beginning to sound like Nollywood. Like, I can't believe this is actually real. That morning, I went to my friend's place and I hugged her, and we had our chat as usual. After around 5 days, I was told that the guy is avoiding her, but she told me they didn't fight or argue. Finally, a week later, she confirmed that it was over. How? Why? She didn't know. Well, I was just happy because now I was not going to be the laughingstock of the community. Just imagine, I am 30 with 1 child, but not married. She is 28 with 2 children, but married. No ways. My friend sank into depression. She had 2 suicide attempts. That private help, which I mean that would be the psychiatrist or psychologist the guy hired, is no longer available. But I don't care. I'm pretending to be there for her, but really, who does she think she is, or who did she think she was? I tried to take chances with the guy, but he rejected me again. Now, here is the real issue. When I was growing up, I always heard people in the community saying that my mom is a witch. Some even hated her, but I never believed in rumors or even entertained them. But after seeing how powerful she was in the whole process, I am now scared of her. What is she capable of? I'm even scared to ask her how she did it. I no longer see her the same way. And that is the end of the tale. I told you guys it's a long story. But yeah, that is the end of the tale. I remember when I read this tale, I'm like, what in the world? Like, are you sure this is real? Are you sure this is not a script for a Nollywood movie? Because these are things you see in movies. God. You don't think that they're actually happening. But then I read a couple of stories online. I realized that this happened even more frequently than we know, right? About friendship and the rest of it. But see, I don't even know where to start from. Hear me? What's your thoughts on this whole thing?
You know, what was, I don't know if it's baffling now or annoying me about the whole story is the fact that the girl kept typing, my friend Kiniko, my friend said this, my friend, and I'm like, you are still typing my friend. You still think, or you still assume that this person is your friend with all these things, with all the bad intention you have towards her, with all the, and you're still saying my friend, like that's
my
how
friend.
Dangerous human beings are. People can be very dangerous. You're referring to someone as your friend and you cannot even bear to see that person progress. Just because you are 30 and she's 28. God. 2 years. I don't even understand. It's not as if the person she's even describing or the person she's even talking about is maybe 18 or maybe like way younger than her, that she can be like, okay, I'm supposed to be the one making progress. She's 28, you are 30. What's the difference between, like, both of you are in the same shoes, and because I want to, and the fact that she's even adding age, like this person is just, I don't understand.
She's just mindset. Ridiculous. From the very first paragraph, you can tell that this person is, she's not somebody that has sense. But
no,
yeah, go on.
And the thing is that she's saying that people are saying that her mom is a witch or something. Even she has tendencies.
That's her own problem.
An evil
she has
person.
No business. She does not care about what she did to her friend, though. Her own problem is
that's her own problem.
Mom. Like when I read this story, I'm like,
even she. Hey. Let's even ignore the fact that she even mentioned her mother is dead. Her mother, even if her mother was not that kind of person, she also has tendencies of being an evil person. Because they are telling you to do this, you are doing it. You are saying, now you don't see it in the same way. But when they told you to do it, because it was going to affect the person you're calling my friend, and it was going to benefit you, for a guy that came to you first, and you decided to say, oh, it is not worth it, like he doesn't have money. And then he now went, and your friend that decided that, okay, this is it. And then you cannot see. I don't understand how you can't bear to see your friend happy. What are you
see where the
doing?
Bible says that the heart of man is desperately wicked. This is it in 3D. This is the heart of man in 3D. You know, Yoruba has one very, you know, Yoruba has a lot of funny saying. But there's one that I usually laugh at when they say that in your imu, I don't know how to say, but more or less like, I know how to say it, but I don't want to say it. For those that don't speak Yoruba, like the nose is very wicked. That does not allow us to smell, you know, perceive the smell of evil people, or that people have, you know, atutofufu. I don't know how to say those things, but more or less like, see, this world is dangerous. People are dangerous. Be the person you see physically. If God can show us the heart of man, the heart of your so-called best friend, the heart of your very, very best friend, trust me, you are going to run away from the person. And you know, one other aspect that I wanted us to also look at this from is in this term of jealousy and envy between friends. Now, I don't know. Let me maybe I should throw a question. Like, have you ever had a friend that you envied their life or envied, or maybe were jealous of certain things that was happening in their life? Because I just think this is, before we start to castigate this lady, even though she's another level, okay? Let us bring it to our basic life. Like, yeah, when it comes to jealousy in friendship. Now, let's personalize it. Now, me now, as the friend in the relationship, because I do feel like jealousy, envy among friends is actually something that is very common. People don't like to admit it, but we've all been in that situation before, right? Have you ever been in that situation before?
And the interesting thing is that I've never, and I can say
really?
Like, I've never. It's actually very interesting because I'm saying this because it's something that my husband used to say about me, and he used to laugh at me about before. Not like in a mean way, but I don't give, like, I'm not, what's my business with what's happening with you? Like, you're making, like, I don't care. Like, there was a time in my life that I was the first to get married. I think I've said it before. I was the first to get married amongst my friends, and all of them were already working. Like, and that was what I wanted. I wanted to get a good job and make money and all of that. Marriage was like the last thing on my mind. But all of them had these things, and I was always feeling bad, like, what is happening to me? But then every time I like see my boyfriend, like my husband, then I'll be just saying that, oh, if you see what happened in my friend's place of work, oh, she got this job, oh, she did this, like, I'll go there and be hyping and be talking about it, and
sincerely
you'll be like,
happy.
hey, what's wrong with you? why are you as if it's you? Like even with him as well, if he does anything, like any small achievement, I'll go and announce it with my friends and be shout and be bragging. Like I used to brag on other people's happiness, like other people's success, other people. Like I want people to know that I know people that are doing things.
Yeah.
That was the vibe for me. Like I used to brag about people's success. Like I want to have people that are doing things. So I don't know. It was never there's never been a thing for me to see somebody doing well, and I'm like, the only time that I felt maybe I'm like, oh, why is this not happening for me, is until recently when I actually started this online. And I was even sharing with my husband when I started my YouTube, like this year, not even last year when I started, this year when I was seeing everybody around me get monetized, people that even started their channel after me, everybody was just getting
after
like,
you.
What's happening? Like, that was like the first time that I'm like, people are doing things and I'm here, like I feel so stuck. And I was just like, I didn't like the feeling. I was like, why am I feeling this? And I kept on digging deep, like, what's happening? And then I decided that I'm going to shut out of social media for a while. I don't want to see things. And I stopped watching videos for a while on YouTube, like a week. I was just really concerned that this thing is strange. Like something is wrong with me that I don't like. Like I was not happy. Like I was just feeling some kind of, when I was sharing with my husband that this thing has been happening recently. And when I was really digging deep into it, I realized that because I'm out there now, I'm now prone to seeing a lot of people's achievements.
Yeah.
So many people's achievements that I now feel like I'm stuck. Whereas I'm not actually stuck. In the reality of things, I'm actually making progress and all of that. So I was sharing with him that this thing is something that one needs to be very intentional about. Like you need to be sure that this is not a part of you. So we're just talking about it, that because something is not a part of you doesn't mean it cannot crop up in, like, as you grow, as you mature, as you get exposed. It doesn't mean that you cannot have it. So, and we now started talking about me in those days that I used to say it in a funny way that you don't have issues. Like he used to find it interesting about me that you can actually talk about people's achievement that way, because that's how I used to, so jealousy, envy among friendship has never really been my thing. And the funny thing about it is that because I feel that way, I found it difficult to detect people that feel that way. I find it difficult to detect people that are
Which
jealous.
Is some of the things we'll be discussing in this video too. How to identify a jealous friend.
Exactly. I find it difficult. I don't know how to identify somebody that is jealous until it gets to that extreme point that, no, this one is very obvious. Maybe when you're sharing something, the person is like, except it's that case. But all those initial signs that they were showing and all of that, some people can smell deception. Some people are that good that they can smell deception, they can smell jealousy, they can detect. I can't. Like, it has to get to a point. Like, it has to get to a point because I'm all about the vibes. Until you show me, like, serious, strong thing, then I will not start to be like, okay, like, you know. Like, I don't know if it's the fact that I'm dismissing it or the fact that I don't understand, but I find it hard to detect. But anyway, that's it for me. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
What do you think?
Interesting. I asked that because I have honestly growing up, I'm also that kind of a person that, I'm very happy for people, right? Especially, and I think it's even easier when you're younger. Like I was saying that, it's easier when you're growing up. Having not being able, there's no competition, you understand? But then I feel like the more I grew up, the more I became an adult, the more you start to analyze your life based on, especially your friends, the ones that we all went to school together, we all saw life together. And for me, basically, I have always been the one ahead of my friends in, when it comes to career and the rest of it. And, it got to a point where it's kind of switched, which is normal in life, you understand? And I noticed that was a period in my life where I started to, I don't know if I would call it jealousy or envy, because actually, if I'm being honest, we've had that thing amongst us. I used to say that, in my university, we are like three friends, okay? So we've had that those kind of vibes, and this person is doing something I'm not doing, and you feel a bit jealous. You start asking, like, why am I not the person achieving this? Why is this not happening to me and stuff? But I feel like we built such an healthy relationship or a healthy friendship between us to the extent that if I feel jealous about something you're doing, I will tell you that this is how I felt. For instance, at the time, I think I just got promoted at my workplace, and one of my friends called me. She just called me out of the blue, and she was telling me that, she was washing plates, and she started to think about my life, and she started to feel envy and this and that, and we're able to encourage ourselves and move on with stuff like that. So that is the kind of attitude I've always had. The moment I see something that I like, something that, I wish is happening to me, I don't let it dwell, because I feel like where it becomes a problem is when you start to dwell it in your heart. You start to think about it. You start to reminisce about it and stuff. But you can jokingly just put it that, and I do it a lot in my friendship. You die big madam, I beg you. We are praying that God should make us like, something like that, just to free your mind. Sometimes I literally intentionally stop and pray about it. Like, God, this thing that's, because oh God, I don't want to go into that. But what I'm trying to say is that I have been in that situation, but I have been that jealous friend before. But I have one thing about me is I've never allowed it to dwell, because, it's more or less like I've always in my life, my mantra for life is the sky is wide enough for everybody. Today is your turn, tomorrow can be my turn. And my mom, she has always told me from childhood, Mafia Gwalago, she said, don't work with somebody else's time. Everyone's timing is different. Because she's there does not mean you will not get there. Okay, there is space enough for everybody. So those are always the things. So I am human, and which is one point that I wanted to kind of bring for, like, we are human. It's normal, it's natural that something that you desire, something you want for yourself, maybe for instance, maybe you want to get married and you see your friends getting married. It's not because you hate your friend. It's just normal that it thought to creep in, like, what does she have that I don't have? What is she fine that I'm not fine? Is it back she has that I don't have? I even have more than her, you understand? It's not because you hate that friend. It's just a normal thought that will come into your head, that because this is something that you truly desire, right? But I think that it's just exactly. It just depends on how you channel that feeling, what you do with that feeling. That is where the problem is. And I also think that for this particular story, right, it also shows the kind of person this friend, so to speak, is, because she's not a friend. She's more or less a frenemy, right? The kind of person she is, because I keep wondering, like, how can you be okay? Even this has happened, right? And I thought, okay, this is a post of her showing remorse. Like, I was actually expecting the post to end by her saying, how can she apologize to her friend? How can she do this? How can she be there for her friend? But she doesn't say that she does not care. That is to show you that, see, this one, it don't pass to be careful. You understand? Which is the other part of where I want us to have this conversation about, choosing your friends, knowing the kind of people that you put around you. I see, personally, I think I've mentioned it in our videos more than once, that I don't have friends. I can count the friends that I have. I can count every one of them in one finger, and I'm not sure that we exhaust all my fingers. You understand? I don't do friendship, and the reason is because I don't like drama in my life. And these are some of the drama. This one is even witchcraft pro max, this one is, because this is ridiculous.
This one is pure wickedness.
I can never even, but then I keep wondering, that's her friend. How did you not sense this? Because again, like I said, she's not even remorseful about it. So you obviously know that this person is you cannot be the first friend that she's plotting evil against. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. You can't there's no way you would have noticed. There's no way I would not have noticed that this person I'm moving around with is not a good person. You understand? I've been around people like that. You see, the moment they come and I feel that vibe, it starts from our conversation. When they talk about other people, not necessarily me. How they talk about people's life. When they talk about someone that is succeeding, how they talk about, you will get to know that this person is not a somebody that I want to be around. She'll get. So exactly. I don't know, but the other aspects, the first aspect I wanted us to talk about, which we've already done, is the fact that we should not be overly righteous. Okay, we get to that point where we ourselves are that jealous friend, where we wish that something that is happening in our friend's life is happening to us. Okay, we've had that moment where our friend is progressing, and that is something we desire. Okay, and we kind of wish, not necessarily envy now or feel bad or wish bad towards that person. See, I have been in that situation, and this is me being totally honest with you, where I am not the one that thought it, but more or less like a thought will creep into my mind. this has happened just once. There's something that I really, really desired at that point of my life, something that I truly, truly desired, and somebody else had it. But more or less, somebody else did not have it, but it was seeming like the person was going to have it. I cannot explain. But more or less like, somebody should that opportunity should not work out. You understand? And immediately that thought came up. The Bible says that taking thoughts captive. Yeah. For the Bible to say that, it means that your thoughts can be crazy. Thoughts can go anywhere. Yeah. So the Bible says that take it captive. You understand? Wherever your thoughts, sometimes you don't have control over it. Yeah. Your thoughts moves with your emotions. Because you feel this way, your thoughts will just go, say, maybe you see a fine girl, say she should just, a fine girl walking. You like the way she is. And you say, let her shoot, she just enter, got and fall down. You understand? That thought, and you yourself, you'll be surprised that, where is this thought coming from? Immediately I had that thought, I had to pray. I prayed for this person. Like, I've been in situations where, my friends will have something I wanted. Okay, well, this time, it doesn't happen all the time. I'll tell you, like, it happened maybe a few times. Yeah. And something I desire. The moment I see that my friend has something that I desire, I start to pray for that person, that it will succeed, that God will bless the person, and that God that did it for her is going to do it for me. You understand? There's ways you can, go around this thing. Yeah. So the first part I just want to talk about is the fact that, we've all been in that situation before, whether once, whether multiple times like mine, but it's the jealousy or that one moment of wishing for something your friend has is not what, I don't think there's anything wrong in that, in desiring something that your friend has, right? But what do you do with that thought? But again, let us know what you guys think about it in the comment section. Have you ever been the jealous friend? Have you ever been in a situation where you were jealous of your friend's achievement? Have you ever been in that situation? Let me know. Maybe it's me that needs special deliverance.
No, it's not just, actually it's not.
Yes, and how did you handle it? Yes.
It's not like it's a you problem. It's not a you problem. Like you said, it's human nature. And that's just the flaw. That's why, we have to be born again. It's just the flaw in human nature.
Honestly, it takes the Holy Spirit. Trust me, the Holy Spirit really convicts us. Like, I've been in a situation with the Holy Spirit, like, sometimes you don't even know that's where your thought is going. You don't even know, and I'll be analyzing my day. And the Holy Spirit will be reminding me of things, that I've thought of in the day that I did not really pay more attention to. But if you allow that thought to linger, it's like a seed. The moment you sow it and you keep watering it with thoughts, watering it with self-pity, watering it with envy, it will start to grow. And then you become a witchcraft, just like this lady. Exactly. Because I don't believe that this thing started, at the beginning. But yes, the other thing I wanted us to also discuss is in choosing your friend. I think you mentioned that you don't usually know when you have a deceitful friend, right? Yeah. But have you ever had like wrong vibes about people around you?
Actually, yes. In that case, I've had people that we were not just connecting. As much as I cannot detect a jealous person, like somebody that I feel like is jealous of me, because I'm like, what are you jealous of me? That's the way I see it. Like, what are you jealous of?
You'll be surprised.
That's the vibe I used to have.
Let me do therapy section right now, right? You were talking about your YouTube channel and stuff like that. There was a time that, I was really envious of the things you do in your YouTube channel. Not in a bad way now. But more or less, like, I really love your calmness, the way the kind of, there's a way you talk.
Let me laugh.
And people to include, they usually cause this thing. There are times that we do, when we just started doing video together, I think our very first video that we did together, as one was comparing me and you, and said that, I love Yemi's maturity and stuff like that. I'm like, share a mini me or mature, she'll get. Let me laugh. Even in situations like that, you see. And imagine, I've had those thoughts like, I love the way she comports herself. She talks so calmly. But then again, we are different people. I cannot be you. You get. But that is just for me to just tell you the way my mind works.
You see, that's just the and the thing is that it's the way the mind works. Devil, he knows the way you are thinking. You're looking at another person. See me there, looking at other people, saying like, looking at people. And the thing is that I think for me, what with jealousy is the thing is that when I see people that, first of all, I don't get jealous of people that are not doing, or they don't have what I have. I think that's even the concept of jealousy. You are only jealous of people that maybe have what you want, or the good things that you are also looking for yourself. So even when I see people that maybe they have the things that I want, it always, like, I don't know, maybe my brain, the first thing that comes to mind for me is, I want to like research. I want to see how is she doing it. That's like the first thing that comes to my mind. Like, what is she doing? I would, like, for example, now before I started my YouTube channel, I studied channels of people that in my niche, the niche I wanted to go into, and what they did. Like, if I see anyone trending, maybe I see a video pop up and the person is trending, even if I knew when the person started, I will go back to videos, exactly the point that something changed in that person's channel. I will go down and go and check it. Everything the person is doing.
Even me, I do that too.
That's something that I would take on my head. But it doesn't occur to me to now look at the person and feel like, oh, this is... But anyway, that's just it. So, going forward, like, I just like what you said about, choosing friends. And have I ever had, like, bad vibes from people? And the honest answer is yes. And I can't explain how it happened. I don't really know how to detect that somebody is jealous of me, like from the onset. But when I meet someone, as much as I enjoy the vibes, as much as, like I said, I make friends easily. When I see someone, I'm very playful. I don't know how my playfulness doesn't reflect on my channel. I'm very playful in real life. I'm very, very playful. So because of my play, and I'm also very shy. It depends on, the situation. It just depends.
Which part you meet.
Yeah, it depends on the part. But when we meet, I can easily flow with someone if I want to. I can easily flow with someone. But then you don't need to say too many things before I know that I and this person can continue as friends. And the moment you just give me, something will just tip me off, and automatically I know that we cannot be close. I have a lot of people, acquaintances, a lot of people around me, but we are not really close. There are people that we have been talking for years and they don't know certain things about me. That's the interesting, but we are good. We can chill, we can talk. When it's time to vibe, we vibe. So for such people, what are we, like, why are you jealous of me? What am I jealous of you for? Because in my mind, it's just... we are not really that deep, do you get? So even the people that we are actually deep, these are people that fought and were very intentional, like they really wanted to be my friends. I think I've said it before in previous episode that I find it easy to make friends and I find it easy to let go. So if something tipped me off from you, maybe first meeting, and I just don't like something that you said, maybe the way you said it or something just tells me to... for example, I met somebody, we were just gisting, and the person was telling me how much her wedding ring cost. She was just saying that, when I went shopping, my wedding ring cost this, and this and this. It wasn't like I was already married.
Really?
I was already married, and I already had a child at the time. And the person was talking about, in fact, my child is even older than the person. Like, the person just gave birth. Even though we got married around the same year. And she was talking about, my wedding ring is this, and Nicole is that. I was laughing. I was following the gist, and I was like, but something already told me that I can't move, we can't do this friendship beyond this. So we're always very shallow. I can do shallow, I can do deep. I know how to control it. So maybe that's why once I meet you, once you give me that vibe that this is going to be shallow, it will be shallow. So I don't have any reason to be jealous of you. And I don't see any reason why you should be jealous, because you can't even know that, like, it's just going to be very shallow. Like so in my mind, it's not what's being jealous about, it's when we are deep. And the people that I'm deep with, that we are actually friends, it took us a while to get to that point, to be friends. So it's something like you said that, choosing the friendship. There's no way, and that's the thing about being sensitive as a human being, as a person, which is why you also must know your own core values. You also must know the things that you want so that you can attract you can be friends, you can be sensitive, you can choose properly. If I don't know the kind of person that I am, if I don't know my beliefs, if I don't know this, I don't know how to choose. For example, with this truth now, the girl said that the person came to her at first and then went to her friend, and then look at both of them. One has one child and not married. The other has 2 children and not married. Look at both of them. Just look at the level they are, right? And I don't know how it is that the guy first came to you, you didn't agree, then he went to your friend. Where is that setting? Like, where did they meet this person? Like, what kind of setting is that somebody can just jump from you and then move to your friend immediately, and then you finding out that, like, I don't understand. So you can already tell that even from the foundation, there's something wrong with the basis of that friendship. You can already tell that it's just people that probably found themselves in the same situation or circumstance that they just become friends and all of that. It's not really like, and it happens a lot that way. So people are not always like, it's something that we should carry even as we start this new year. We have to be sensitive with the people that we let into our lives. People can make or mar you. And it's only, I know it's in marriage that people take these things seriously. Like, when I want to marry, I need to know the kind of man I want to marry because I don't want him to affect my destiny. How about the people that you're allowing on daily basis? The friends, the people you follow, the people, all of these things, these people are adding up to you. You have to be sensitive, especially with somebody that you tell your details. Imagine this is the friend that they are telling to plan a baby shower. Can you imagine? And shower and look at the deep.
This one can poison you and kill you.
Exactly, and you do.
Imagine,
and you don't know.
It's so. Imagine the juice the mother gave her to go and give. What about it's not? If it was the friend that died and not the baby? How do you even know the real intention of what that juice was supposed to do?
Imagine.
Some people are desperately
you're not
wicked.
Sensitive yet, and it's something that It's something that we overlook all the time, and we just make friends. Like, there's so many things that we overlook. Just be sensitive. Like, this is your life. This is you. This is like, you just have to be intentional about the people you allow. We hear these things all the time, but people don't take it seriously when it comes to friendship. We think like people that are close to you, it's people online that we follow, that we take things seriously, and in marriage. But these people that are constantly with you at the most delicate period of your life.
They are the ones you should check
imagine
more.
Someone is consoling you, and the person is actually the cause of your problem. And I'm not.
Is the one doing
and you're not
Yoruba
sensitive.
will say that I want money sheni.
Exactly.
What that means is that the person that is doing you is someone you know, someone that knows you. And then the person that is doing you is the person that is consoling you. Yoruba is deep. Yoruba Proverbs. If you truly a Yoruba girl, you will understand so much.
The Proverbs, they are so deep. And there's even something I wanted to say from even these people's story, is the fact that this lady must have shown signs of wickedness in the past, that this lady too, maybe because she too also has some kind of, I don't know, attitude, she must have taken note of. Because first of all, she said in their community, people always carry rumor that the mother is this. For me, first of all, that is something that is lodged at the back of my mind before we start becoming friends. And two, even the girl, our wickedness is so bad that after the guy broke up with you, she still went back. Like, I don't know how she's able to keep it that you cannot smell it. I don't know. She must be really smart to cover up that kind of character.
There are a lot of things that is smelling in this story.
Exactly. There are a lot of loopholes that I don't know how she's not. But basically, what I'm just saying is that we should be sensitive and we should be intentional about the people that we let into our lives. Just choose, like you said, choose. Yeah, don't stumble into it. Choose. It's not like
true. Even if you stumble, even if you happen to just stumble into somebody that you vibe, see, the part me I want to bring in is prayer. See, when they say pray about your life partner, pray about your husband, we'll do so many prayer. God, let me be sure this is the person. When it comes to your friend, pray. See, there is no friend in my life that I didn't seek the face of God on. Literally, anybody that comes into my space, I always pray that God. I think there's something that my mom has put in me, and I want to also talk to parents. See, pray. Look at this boy, Marvelous, the one that, the boy that was giving acid to drink, that died in a school in Nigeria. It was trending. I don't know if you heard of it. Surely you heard of it a few weeks, about a month ago or so. You understand? You see, always pray. See, my mom, since I was born, since I've known I was wise, that we've been doing morning devotion in our house, there is no one day that my mom does not pray about our friendships. There is no one day. You'll be hearing her say like, I cannot say because she's always praising Yoruba, and I don't want this to be like Yoruba lessons, but more or less like unfriendly friends that would put them into trouble, friends that would destroy their destiny, friends that will alter their path in life. My mom always, till today, she always prays about friends for us. And I think that was one of the things that, influenced my prayer for my friends. Like, I pray for my friends. I pray about my friends. I pray,
That's really good.
I pray on every friendship. Not even just friendship. Anybody that comes around me, that comes around my family, I always pray about them. Like, God, show me what it... See, because I have seen so much. Like, there's been times that there's somebody that we are going closer and I really love this girl and everything. And I'll start to pray about her. And the next time I notice that this person is just moving. Our friendship is not just there. Like, it just dies a natural death. Nobody has anything against anybody and stuff like that. Because I always pray. Prayer does not also excuse your sensitivity.
Yeah, you already prompt it. It actually prompts your sensitivity. Actually.
This lady, exactly, it will prompt you to be sensitive to what is going on around you. I've talked about the time when I was in close relationship with somebody that was married and I did not know, and feelings were beginning to be catched or be caught. You understand? It was through prayer that I knew. It was through prayer I knew that this person was married. You understand? So we underestimate the power of prayer and we take friendship for granted. We feel like, oh, Shebi is just a friend. Shebi is shaking. My sister, things are happening in this world. So pray about your friendship. Yeah. Parents, please pray about the friends that come around your children. I have heard stories in this Nigeria of one friend giving one friend egg, initiates the person. And the mother sends him to the school to initiate his friend.
It's not even just in Nigeria, because even this truth, remember that this truth is not something that is associated with Nigeria.
Abroad. Yeah. True. Especially for kids, they are easily influenced. Okay, easily influenced. Any little thing, she's wearing glittery shoe. I like the shoe. You follow, you want to be the big girl. Before you know what's happening, they start to initiate you to stealing. They start to initiate you to smoking, to drinking. Most of the bad things that you see children that comes from good homes doing, it's because of friendships. Yes. Okay? So pray about the friends, the people that come around you, and also be sensitive. Be sensitive to the people your children is walking around, the people that are around you too. Okay? Look at their lives. Look at the way they talk. There are some people that we are just meeting for the first time, but the way the person is talking, is the body everywhere. I know in my life. I know that me and we cannot gel. This relationship, this way it ends. You understand? We cannot move further than this. And it's okay. It's not everybody that is going to be my friend. Some people feel like me, I'm too... Some might feel like, oh, I'm too picky and whatever with my friendship. Like, who do I think I am? In this, I know the destiny I carry. And I'm not ready to allow one person to now come and use his own to cobalize me.
That's it, and there's something I wanted to say about this truth, and also like in dealing with jealousy and all of these things. I think it's also important that we set boundaries in friendship. It's very important that we set boundaries in friendship. Because you are my best friend, doesn't mean that boundaries are not allowed. Because, for example, now, although these people, the way they met and everything, the girl just knew her boyfriend from the beginning. It wasn't like she was not going to tell her the friend about what this guy is doing and all of that. The guy met her first.
But then again, sorry, I just wanted to chip this in. The fact that, the lady said that after the lady got pregnant for this guy, she went to approach him and wanted to date him again. This guy, yes. I don't understand. You didn't tell the person you are dating that your friend is trying to, or your boyfriend told you, but you just swept it under the rug. Like, I don't, I just wanted to
That's why I said the setting that the guy even met both of them must be really funny. And, both of them too, both of them have personal issues, individual issues that is not the topic of conversation for today. Like you said while reading that one is even something that we can even dig into, but boundaries are just like very important in friendship, because it's something that we also tend to overlook, and we think that we are being careful. You don't want to hurt people's feelings, and you don't set boundaries at the beginning before you get to know somebody. Like, before you guys become like intimate and you can trust that person, let there be boundaries, because you only know yourself at first. You don't know the person yet. You don't know the other person yet. So whatever
exactly.
it is
that...
Exactly. You don't know that person yet. But, the case of this people now. The boy already met her first, so it's not like she went to tell about, but there are times that the way you present things to your friends also spark jealousy. Like somebody can, you know, you're not matured.
So true, though.
You're not matured to the point that everything you are going to say, oh, this, oh, my boyfriend bought me this, oh, my dad is this,
oh, he bought
my dad is,
oh, it surprised me on my birthday.
You just call, maybe they just gave you 2 naira on top of your salary. Oh, I got a promotion. Maybe it's just 2 naira that I got a promotion. Oh, this. I'm not saying you shouldn't, like, it's, but like you just be wise, just be smart. You don't know this person that much. So it's on you to set boundaries with your mouth, set boundaries with your money, set boundaries with your emotions, set boundaries everywhere that you can set boundaries till you are sure of the person you are dealing with before you can now know. And when you even know the person to the point that you have decided that, okay, this person is my friend, even if you cough, that person will smile with you because you people have known yourself to that level. Even if you sneeze, before you even sneeze, the person will say, you want to sneeze, oh, you know, you people will get each other to that point. But before then, just apply wisdom, set boundaries, don't spark jealousy in people. Don't make people, you people are human beings. Now this person is a human being like you. Imagine if you are also the friend that they're always coming to share good news with. Like they're always coming to, it will get to a turn that you to be like, madam, sit down. And it's not be like, oh,
is he only you?
And it's not be like, oh, this person is a toxic friend. She's not. No. Sometimes we also do these things, and we should, we should watch out.
We cause it by ourselves.
Yes, we cause these things. We spark up jealousy. And we are humans. Trust me, we are humans. For guys, it's easy for guys to talk about these things and laugh at it over a drink or something. But we women, we are territorial. We like territory.
Honestly.
We like to form. Let me give you an example. There was a time during NYC, I had this friend, we just did NYC together, and in my office, my boss was this kind of person that he always calls me to tell me, he talks to me about intellectual stuff. Okay, do this, do that. He likes to talk to me about that. But with this other lady, he always calls her to come and maybe help him to do like things that maybe I'll come and massage my leg or come and do this, or it doesn't really, like, he's always dashing her money, he's always doing things for her like that. The money part was not really my problem, but she's always like, when she gets to the office, like, he's not even her direct boss. I even came to the office like, you know the way they do batches now. I'm the batch before her. So she came after me, and it's my boss, not her boss. It's because she's like, we sit together in the same office. That was how she knew my boss, So it now became, before I even entered the office, she's already in my boss's office. Before I did this, she's already there. They're already smelling. But when he wants to call someone for intellectual, he will call me. But it wasn't really my problem. But then I realized that there was a time that this girl now got a job after NYC. And before that, I would always call her and tell her when there's a job offer or when I see something that, okay, let's do this together. And then she now got a job, and then she didn't tell. I think that's the first time. That's the time, I remember now. That's the time that I wish that I got something just because I wanted to show off the way that girl showed off with me or for me. I mean, what's the word now? So she went back to our office and she went to flaunt herself that, and she even told me to follow her. I even now followed her again that, okay, I can't now say I'm not following. I followed her back to our office after we had all, and she's a batch after me. So people are now asking me, have you not gotten a job? Oh, so what's wrong with you? And I felt really bad that, I shouldn't have come. And afterwards, I now told her that, why didn't you tell me about this job? And I always tell you. And she was like, no, this, no, that. And then from that moment, I just knew that, we can't, like, I took it deeper than the way she took it. Not like we're really, really close, but I just felt like, we are all in this together. The fact that I share a job offer with you doesn't mean they will not recruit. Like, they will, even if they pick you, like, it's just like, it wasn't really a thing for me. But when she didn't tell me that, I felt really disappointed. And after that, I was now praying that, God, give me a job, so that I can go back to this place and show myself and redeem myself, Pepe. And I even wanted to go. It was more of me going back there to redeem myself, because the way people were talking to me like, what's not happening? So just like what you said, that people causes this thing at time, when somebody was saying, oh, she's calm, this one is not, comparing and all of those things, they spark up jealousy. So you and your friend, don't do that to your friend. If outsiders are doing it to you, you don't even do it to your friend. That's just what I'm trying to say. So those things, let's always
ask, what's your motive? What's your motive? Why are you really sharing that news? Yeah, so are you really sharing it because you want them to rejoice with you, or you're sharing it because you want them to join you in prayer, or you're just sharing it because you want to, you know, show that, yes, okay, it has happened for me, you know, I'm there, and all of that. So yes, that also doesn't excuse the fact that, you know, you also, it doesn't excuse anger, it doesn't, sorry, envy, it doesn't excuse jealousy and the rest of it, okay? If you have the tendency to do that, you know, once you know that you have the tendency to feel certain ways, you understand, put measures in place. Okay, that's why I said from the beginning, I'm very mindful of my friends. Me and my friends are so open that if they share a news that I want, I will tell them right there and there that I claim this for myself. You know, God will bless you and establish you in that position, but I also claim this. So why would I be the friend that I want something but I cannot say it in your presence? You will feel threatened or something. So yeah, so it also boils down to your choice of friendship. As for this particular tale, I mean, of course, this nonsense thing she was asking is you and your mother, you know, if they ask your mother to go and bring goats for the next meeting, they need a sacrifice. If she sacrifices you, it won't be a bad thing, God forgive me. But honestly, that lady, she's evil personified. We were supposed to talk about, you know, ways to identify jealousy in a friend, or ways to identify jealousy in yourself. But we cannot really talk about it anymore because our time is fast spent. So we'll talk about that in the next video. So please make sure you watch out for that. So yes, Yemi, do you have any final
that's it. That's just it. And I think it's a good way to start in a new year, you know. Just be sensitive, choose your friends, choose the people you're going to roll with this year, and make sure that you're very sensitive and put measures in place. Like Victoria said, put measures in place, set boundaries. And yes, we just wish you a happy and fun, enjoyable relationship, friendship all around this year. So yes, I think that's where we're going to end the conversation today. So like Victoria said, let us know what you would do if you had a jealous friend, or if you've ever been in that situation. Let us know your thoughts, your comments in the comment section. And if you have questions or anything you'd like us to talk about this year, give us suggestions. What topic do you want us to talk about? You can share them in the comment section as well, or you can send us a DM on our personal Instagram pages or on the Truth and Tales podcast Instagram page. We'd love to hear from you. All of these details will be in the description box. And if you're yet to subscribe, this is a new year. Start by doing good. Start by doing good, okay? Subscribe to the channel, listen on all the platforms that we are on, and yes, we'd love to see more of you here. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We still remain your favorite host, Yemi and
Victoria.
Yes, so that's it today.
All
bye, guys.
Okay, bye.